I changed 14 jobs in a career spanning over 14 years, each somehow similar to each other. As I walk down the memory lane, I feel very overwhelmed. I feel I have lived each day of my life. As a child, I was confined to the lanes of central Calcutta, which is Ripon Street to be precise. Thereafter, when I started going to college, I explored the lanes and by lanes of South Calcutta, which is Tollygunge, Ballygunge, Rashbehari, Bhawanipur, Netaji Bhawan, Garia, New Garia, and Malancha, and some other areas, of course. My university days gave me the golden opportunity to explore North Calcutta. However, the major transformation came into my life when I stepped into my professional career life. There were almost 14 career options that I have explored so far, and I wish I could explore more as each of these jobs filled me with gratitude, humbleness, and agility. The ability to walk, hop, skip, jump, and run like a true professional, like a true human being. So, without much ado, let's hop on and see what were the 14 jobs I did. Firstly, what I did, my first job, it was not really a kind of job. It was, you can say, a little bit of business or just a little bit of side hustle. It was selling books. Yes, when I was in my seventh grade, I made my first income. This might resonate with many people because this is a practice which many ongoing, school children do. Uh, so once I cleared the examinations of my fifth standard, sixth standard, seventh standard, eighth and ninth standards, what happens is the books, that we read during these standards are not required later on in our lives. I mean, some people might keep it for whatever reasons, but I didn't see any reason why I should keep my fifth standard books with me when I climbed the sixth or seventh or eighth standard. So what I did is I sold off the books to people who were junior to me. So I went on to the seventh standard, and people from the fifth to who climbed to the sixth standard, I basically gave them my books at a very cheap rate, of course. So approximately, if I remember, I did this for the first time when I climbed the seventh standard, and for all the books, I got around 1500. 1500 that time was huge. I utilized these 1500 to buy, I think, two storybooks and a trip to Aquatica, which is a water park in Calcutta. Very big, very big water park. Yeah, I think the ticket prices back then, 15 years back, was again 300 or 400. So you could imagine, what type of, how big that Aquatica water park was, and I did that. Yeah. The second, here we go, is tuition teacher. I was never good in studies, always an average student, but somehow English literature and grammar, that was something I always loved to read, to know, to learn. And I remember in my 8th grade, there were four students whom I taught English grammar and literature for 6 months. Each of them used to pay a fee of, I think, if I remember properly, it was 250 rupees, which you can say in a month it was 1000 rupees. It was good amount of money, and 1000 rupees. I used to buy books. I used to eat outside, buy sunglasses and whatever. So these were how I utilized my 1000 bucks. I used to get that time. Third important and most magnanimous career choice that I did was the work of a content writer. This changed my life. When I stepped into my 12th grade, I started writing for brands. I was fortunate enough to stumble upon some good brands and agency owners who laid their trust on me, and I wrote website content and blogs and articles for them. I used to charge around 25 paisa per word and almost landed writing 10,000 words, some days 5,000 words, some days it varied. So in on an average in a month I started making 10,000 to 15,000 depending upon the work I got and the time I got to do those work. The first time, when I was graduating from NSHM Institute of Media and Communication, The first job that I did was also of a junior content writer, the first full-time job that I did. I have to thank my senior, college senior, Mr. Mriganko Shekhar Ganguly, who referred me to the HR team of Keylines IT Solutions Private Limited. And after going through a mini interview with Mr. Onnoy Chakravorty, I got that job. The salary was 14,000. So my first full-time job was that of a content writer, and I got 14,000 rupees for that. Fourth, this one was a very arduous job, but very flamboyant as well. Event manager. This happened when I was in the first year of my college in NSHM Institute of Media and Communication. I wanted to start working. I was never good in studies, as I told you, so I wanted to start working as soon as possible. So I got in touch with my college, as well as he was also a school senior, Mr. Strinjoy Day, Mr. Eric Roy, Mr. Agnihotra Roy. These were my seniors from school and college both. So I created and circulated my CV to several event management companies and their owners, and one final day I got a green signal from Mr. Vishal. He was the owner of Kalchakra Events, and he took me on board. The first event management work that I got was for a marriage function in Pune. So I was entrusted the responsibility to manage dancers, DJ, food, decoration, and everything you can imagine in a particular big fat wedding. There was immense pressure on that day, but it opened my minds that, see buddy, if you want to work hard, you'll gain success, and money only comes if you work hard. You can get lucky once, but if you work hard, you will always be successful. Fifth job, freelance anchor or freelance MC. Mr. Romi Jaswal and Miss Madhu Pandey were the first event management company that gave me or entrusted their trust in me to work as a freelance anchor for them. And after that, there were a lot of event managers who helped me in this career. Mr. Viswarup Banerjee, Shomita De, Valjit Bhaiya. These were all event managers, coordinators, company owners who gave me a lot of work. So for 4 years continuous, I got a lot of event management works, and I used to work as a freelance MC for them. It was great money, let me tell you. It was great money, and most important thing that you get to learn when you're working as a freelance MC is you get that confidence to talk to 1,000 people or 10,000 people at a time. You just loosen up, and you don't have the stage fright at all. So today I thank my event managers and whoever gave me work as a freelance anchor. Today I can talk to anybody and anyone from anywhere, be it over the mic, be it one to one, face to face, anything. Number 6, radio jockey. After working as a freelance anchor for almost 4 years, I thought of trying my luck as a radio jockey because that was the natural progression. So I was trained by two of the most famous RJs of Kolkata, namely RJ Neil and RJ Smriti. It was a brief tenure of 3 months where I learned a lot, and I learned about scripting, lines in radio, how to manage the console, and of course speaking live. Number 7, copywriting. Content writing and copywriting, these go hand in hand. Of course they are not the same lines of writing, but they go hand in hand. For example, as a copywriter, my journey has been entertaining as well as lucrative. Till date, for almost 10 years, I have been practicing copywriting to earn a part of my daily bread and butter. I started as an intern in the copy department of internationally acclaimed advertising agency named as Ogilvy and Mather in their Kolkata branch. And I got to work with big brands like Vodafone and Greenply. Number 8, social media manager. This is a gradual progression. So, as a content writer and a copywriter, the next step that probably any professional would like to take is that of a social media manager. I used to talk to clients, I used to write for them, I used to coordinate with my designers, developers, and make strategies how more and more people can participate in the social media accounts of our clients. Number 9, graphic designer. Starting from my advertising days, Ogilvy Mehta, Calcutta, I've always been attracted to visuals. Anybody is, right? So thanks to Canva, these days I am able to create my visuals and videos independently. So previously I used to write, but to create visuals and create ads, I used to take the help of my designer friends. Now, to a certain extent, I don't need the help of my designers. I can write as well as create the design myself. 10, human resources business partner. This happened luckily by chance. The chance was a golden one, no doubt. Long time back when I was working in a BPO in Gurgaon, I was almost on the verge of losing my job as a corporate communication specialist. However, a big thanks to my third manager, Mr. Madhur Bhayana, whom I also consider my godfather. He proposed me and gave a proposal to the HR director, Miss Garima Nandwani, to take me in her team as a HR professional. I was given the opportunity to work as an HR, and majorly I was managing the new hires. So in human resources, there's a term called 0 to 90 days. So anybody who joins the organization till 3 months, there's an HR that takes care of the employee, be it their paperwork or employee engagement activities, hosting events, managing the corporate social responsibility activities, and everything that happens in HR. Amazon affiliate marketer. All my hours spent watching videos made me stumble upon various creators who talked about making money online. I was already an avid blogger, and I started making videos also lately. I was always making videos, writing for my clients, but to create my own channel, to create my own blog, it took me a while. And once I started doing it, I also started practicing Amazon affiliate marketing. It came naturally, to be true. Now I earn a handsome amount of money through Amazon affiliate, and all thanks to my viewers and readers. Stocks investor, number 12, stocks investor. When COVID happened, I was almost on the verge of losing my job. So I am sure I am not the only one. The world went topsy turvy, and there were a lot of people who lost their jobs. I just started researching how can I make money from my home, and thanks to channels like Z Business and NDT Awas, I thought that the stock market investments trading would be a good one. I can be in my home and make money. So yes, I do it even today after it's been almost 3 years now, and it's happening good. Number 13, translator. This is also, you can say, a very gradual progress from that of content writing. So what happens is when you meet clients, they often ask one particular ad to be translated into various languages. So I know a couple of languages, like I know English, Bengali, Hindi, Urdu, Arabic. So I got a lot of work in terms of translating ads or translating a particular article or blogs or web page content from English to Hindi, English to Bengali, Bengali to Hindi, Bengali to English, likewise. So I made a handsome amount of money, and even today I work as a translator. Number 14, corporate trainer. So when I went to HR, when I stumbled upon and I was on the verge of losing my job, I got into HR. Another field that I saw that I could explore was corporate training. This is an interesting story because, to cut it short, I would say that once again I was about to be unemployed, but thanks to another good manager, I was roped into the L&D team. And previously, I used to develop content for the L&D team. Right now, I also got the responsibility of developing the content and delivering the content. The best part about all these jobs is that they are somehow or the other connected to the field of English and communication. All these jobs require sound knowledge of English language and demands robust hold of communication, spoken, written, and understanding. I feel English is a language. If you know the language, basic, not advanced, even if you know basic English, there are 5 6 jobs that you can do, that you can apply for, and you can get that. There won't be a problem. You won't remain unemployed. And communication, see, if you don't know how to communicate properly, then I don't think so you will be able to sustain anywhere. So these are the two things: English language and communication. Of course, I'm not against any language, but this is through my life experience. Knowing English and being a little bit of a good communicator, I got all the jobs that I got in my life. And I believe there are many other professions and career options yet to be explored. Hopefully, in the years to come, I'll be able to explore them as well. Thank you so much.